contribution to the development of our homeland. You must continue to do so. In this particular area, I want to commend the work of the Jamaica Diaspora Education Task Force led by our chairman, Mr. Gilling. Others of you have already indicated your preparedness to support the Jamaica Diaspora Crime Task Force and the alumni organizations. And I say to all that might want to hear, it is better to build bridges than build walls. The fact is, the United States of America would not be what it is without the skills which are brought from different parts of the world, including the Caribbean. You can extend your support in a variety of ways. We have to deal in vulnerable youth programs with matters pertaining to sexual abuse and human trafficking. We want particularly to encourage entrepreneurial support for young men who are at risk. We don't want them on the street corners forming gangs. We want them in places where they can live and eventually earn. We want to encourage, particularly in communities which suffer from certain natural challenges, how to protect our environment, climate change. All of that the foundation can do in the areas where it is applying its efforts. No matter what anyone might say, we live in an interconnected world. Jamaica is part of the global village. We have contributed immensely to the building of nations in Europe, in this hemisphere. We are a people given to bold adventure, and we have a duty to prepare this and the next generation to compete successfully wherever they may go. It is the responsibility of all of us, those at home and those abroad, to create a sense of hope in our society. Let us paraphrase the popular saying, "No man is an island, and no island stands alone." Our mission is to save our youth, and by doing so, save our country, build the capacity of our people, build the social and economic foundations and the superstructure of our nation, build a better Jamaica for this and future generations. We are the helping hands of our time, building for a better future. We can do it together with partnership with the LASCO Foundation. Let us proceed to get the job done. Thank you very much.
You ready for me? Ready for me? Let's make some noise for the former Prime Minister of Jamaica. I want to recognize a few others in our midst tonight. I want to recognize Commissioner of Broward County, Mr. Dale Holness, a very hard-working commissioner, very heartful man that. And in this past election, we have a few Jamaicans who were successful in their bids. And I want to recognize a great friend of mine who has done well in the past year in her bid, Miss Denise Grant. Where are you, Denise? There she is. And I also want to recognize another Jamaican who did very well. She is a judge, now a county judge, Miss Jackie Powell. With bigger yard, with bigger broad. All right. So let's welcome on stage at this time. We had, I met this gentleman and I interviewed him a few months ago. And I want to tell you that LASCO is also in. Yes. Ma'am. Yes. Let's welcome on stage a man that I met a few months ago by phone, and when I met him in person, he was just a giant of a man. He's the son of the chairman of LASCO group of companies. Let's welcome on stage Mr. Peter Chin. Yes, sir.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to make a presentation to our former Prime Minister, Honorable P.J. Patterson. Sir, could you come up on stage?
That photograph, ladies and gentlemen, is by Mr. Wayne Chin, and it tells a great story. And that story is, he's also the son of Chairman Lascelles Chin, the photographer in there. It's a beautiful piece. It's like the sunset in Jamaica. Really nice. Give it up for Mr. Wayne Chin. It's Peter's brother.
I nearly said he wants another shot, but I think that might have been misunderstood.
Thank you, Peter. At this time, I met him about 3 months ago, a very passionate man. And I must tell you that Lascelles brand also believe in green. No. Not that green. You know, when I met Stephen, he told me about every time we kill a tree, we need to plant one. That's what I meant. All right? So let's bring Stephen Newland up. Give him, hey, listen, he is a singer, he is a dancer, and he is a very passionate man about green.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Well, nice to see all of my brothers and sisters Jamaicans here in, Kingston 21. So, nice to see you. Master of Ceremonies, former Prime Minister, the Most Honorable P.J. Patterson, QCOJ, Honorable Lascelles Chin, Dr. Chin, Comedian General, Oliver Mayer, yeah, good work. All the LASCO managers, all of the planning committees, Mayor Messam and Rogers, good night to everybody, and really, we thank you very much for being here with us on a Sunday evening. We know it's not easy here in the States to take your Sundays, which is your very cherished personal time. So I'll be very quick. And I wanted to say that I'm Steve Newland, of course, son of Joseph, descendant of the tribe of Judah. International recording artist, and I'm also the founder of LASCO Reap. Now, it's not far away, so just give me a minute and bear with us while we present quickly. Now, in 2012, LASCO happily partnered with me on the environmental project known as the Relief Environmental Awareness Program, and the focus is primary schools across Jamaica. And what we've done, or what the children have done, I should say, successfully over the past 7 years is, by virtue of this competition, supported heavily by the LASCO group in the tune of 45 million Jamaican dollars thus far and counting. Of course, thank you. All right. And we've been able to give prizes in excess of 3 million to primary and prep schools since 2012 until now, in areas of planting trees, collection of PET bottles, best garden, best energy conservation, and naturally talent segment, right? We've been astonished by the work of the children who have planted 30,000 trees, who have collected over 15 tons of PET bottles, who started around 300 gardens in Jamaica, and as Chairman mentioned earlier, this past year earned $820,000 in selling Scotch bonnet and sweet pepper and tomatoes at their schools. Fantastic. So big round of applause to the primary schools in Jamaica and the prep schools. Of course, this program was one of the building blocks of the foundation, and I'm very, very happy to see it come to fruition now with the help of Vincent Chen, the company legal head there, you see, and all of us here who have made it possible. We really, really are happy. Despite the challenges we see in Jamaica, we still have to maintain an optimistic perspective. And, you know, despite us being the land of wood and water, without putting great attention on our environment, we stand the risk of losing it, of losing our beaches, of losing our rivers, of, you know, industrialization taking us over. While we focus on at-risk youth, my job is really all youth, you know, not just at-risk, but every youth, because we also believe in the children who have the power will also help the at-risk youth. So we want everybody to have a positive attitude, right, as we go forward. This foundation could not have come at a better time. Of course, Dr. Hamilton has made an excellent, gigantic endeavor, because the challenge that we're facing right now is magnanimous. But of course, all of us together, we can do it. I've learned tonight that you can build $1 billion company with 170 pounds. Right? I've also learned that you'd have to run 14 years as Prime Minister to tell a good Westmoreland joke. Right? And some liquid courage can turn the Consular General into a stand-up comedian. So we say, and we still say, everything is possible. And remember that the Rastaman vibration is positive, just like Jamaican attitude. So we thank you and want to support generously. As Oliver said, and Muffy, evening brother, give generously. Right? So we want to thank you very much for being here and supporting tonight, and keep on supporting, keep on loving Jamaica. And we miss you. Come visit some more. Thank you. Good night.
In the ghetto, you have a man where he want it easy. You have a man who willing to work. Me as a youth, I hold out long time at the guards. Never go jail.